Hey guys, this is Jody with the Whiskey Rebellion Barcast. And we're back and we're trying something new. And you guys might have seen I had this censored earlier today. This, along with David's drink, was also censored because it's supposed to be kind of like a surprise. And I've never had it, and David's never had what he's having. And so it's supposed to be the bartitioners are trying something new. Hey, something I didn't get to do last time that I'll do when I do pour something here in a moment. Um, Chadwick, however you say his last name, I don't even remember it, but the Black Panther, that dude was a fabulous
Chadwick
per.
Boseman, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was an awesome individual. Love the stuff he did for kids with cancer and all that. And of course, one of my all-time favorite movies is 42. I meant to say it last time, and I didn't. I know it's kind of a little bit past it, but it doesn't. It's not too late to honor somebody that had a pretty honorable. Is that even a word? Honorable life. And so, with that being said, guys, the bar is open. Hello to everyone. And David?
Hey there, guys. Well, Jody's doing stuff. We're gonna just kind of go around, see what everyone's drinking on tonight. Remember, the game or the challenge tonight was to find something brand new that you never had before. Coca-Cola does not count, Rob. Um, and talk about what your experience is with it. I have here a bottle of Wild Turkey Rare Breed. This is their barrel proof. I haven't opened it yet, so I can't tell you what I think of it. So hopefully we'll get back to me and I'll be able to expound on that just a little bit. But this guy is clocking in at 116.8 proof. Looks interesting. Jody's spoken highly of it, so I'm gonna try it out tonight. But that's me, Mark. How's it going, man?
What's up, fellas and ladies?
There you go. So we're just going through what our picks were for tonight. I think maybe first I'll go to Rob. Rob, what are you drinking on?
Well, it's something I've never had. I got a little Woodford Double Oak at the local grocery store today. So I've had some Woodford, but I've never had the Double Oak, so it's new to me.
There you
I
go.
guess that counts, right?
That counts. That counts. I'll just continue to be mad that you can get something like that at a grocery store where you live.
God, isn't that the freaking truth?
All right, it's aggravating as hell.
So
Are you just now opening up? Okay, very good. Billy, what are you drinking on, sir?
Well, I'm drinking on something I've never had on my bar.
Ooh, Old Forester.
Coming in at 100 proof. I wasn't quite sure what I thought about it. I've never tried any of the Old Foresters. So I said, this one looks interesting. I gave it a shot. And needless to say, I've been probably enjoying it a little bit more than I should have before the show. I'm making barbecue sauce and enjoying this at the same time. So you know how that goes.
Sounds like a good night.
I had to put myself on a hold for a second. But it's good. It's 100 proof, full of flavor. I like it. I really, really, really do like it. Price point was good, pretty good. It was only 25 bucks. Picked this up at ABC Liquor. Um, Interesting enough, as good as it is a screw top. It is not cork.
Huh.
So that is something very interesting.
Yeah, because usually
what was that?
you can leave one with not high hopes of quality.
Yeah, but it is actually very, very, very good.
Good deal. Good deal.
I'm loving it.
Very nice. Annie, what are you drinking?
Funny is that I am also drinking a double oak Woodford Reserve that I cracked today. I like Woodford. It's just not usually like a go-to for me, and I'm not like super into oaky stuff. So, yeah, it should be interesting to compare notes with Rob. This is a store pick, so it might be a little bit different. Barrel finish select double oak, but here we go.
There
Cheers.
you go. We'll see what's up. Mark, what you got there?
As soon as I can get this thing open,
So we're gonna we got the old
Old
tub.
tub, yeah.
I've been looking for that actually.
I finally got an old tub. You guys have been talking about it for too long. So
I know, right? I might need to be because I understand that's a little bit easier on the pocketbook.
It's 25
Very
bucks.
easy on the pocketbook.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
20. I think I paid 25.
Yeah,
There you go.
24.99
I
is
can
what I paid
definitely
for it.
I can definitely live with
And
that.
I'm gonna tell you what, I love it. I love that it has a nice finish to it that doesn't. A lot of times with the lower under $25, some of those bourbons. First of all, there's not a whole lot of them that are bottled in bond at that price point, but when you find one, oftentimes they'll have a like a I don't know an aftertaste that I don't really like for a long period of time. Old Tub does. It has a great aftertaste, great finish on it. Love it.
Jody, what are you drinking?
So my boy Bobby, who by the way loved our music, um, he let me know that. Anyway, and there's John joining us. He's new to the show.
Changes a bunch of numbers again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all right, but I just said his name. It's all good. Anyway, I'm drinking Woodinville. This is a distillery out of Washington State,
Yeah.
and
That's what I was
I've
drinking last week
heard
for Western show.
that's what
That's what I was drinking for our Western show last week.
I did not know that. I mean, I probably did. I probably just didn't pay you any attention. Apologize.
That's okay.
So
Nobody pays any attention to me anyway. I'm cool.
anyway, so we got,
Hey,
you
I
got
went to you first tonight, Rob. All right, I want you to feel special.
I felt bad leaving you out of the video, but you hadn't sent me any updated pictures. I mean, freaking Mark sends all the great ones, and he has on this awesome shirt today that says, "Can I go?" And I'm like, yes.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so I haven't tried this. I don't know anything about it. I've read about it, looked it up. This is 122.46 proof. It's roughly
Ooh.
5 years old. It won a lot of awards at the
Yes.
San Francisco Spirits Convention. It's a Hilltop liquor. This is also a store pick too, out of Atlanta. So we'll see. And I'm gonna drink it neat first, see what it tastes like. Has a bite. It has a lot of pepper. It also has a nice caramel, vanilla, root beer. Yes, it's got a root beer
Okay.
taste.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
on point. I love that.
And that's the Woodinville.
Woodenville. Yeah, it has
I'm gonna have to get a
the
bottle this week.
finish has like a root beer taste. I like that. But then you can taste the oak. I like the oak too. And of course, unlike Annie, I love the oak taste. Uh, the finishes. Hey, John Baker, how you doing,
Yes,
brother?
sir. Pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well. Hey, welcome to the show, man. And
Thank
James,
you.
same to you.
Yeah,
with all
how's it
your
going,
numbers.
guys?
Hey there.
So,
Yeah,
Hey,
my
James. There's
my
my cooler's in the background for you, James.
Oh yeah.
hey, we're still trying to
My
get that sponsorship with Shitty Cooler. So,
I couldn't
So
get
which,
my iPad to connect, so I'm back to numbers again tonight.
it's okay. We
Uh-oh.
like numbers.
which Woodenville did you open up?
Sorry, I didn't even say that. It's the Street Bourbon Whiskey. It's a nice finish. So, oh, you have both the rye and the Street
Oh,
Bourbon.
wow.
Yeah.
So I didn't read a whole lot of good information on the rye. What do you think about it with your Metallica shirt on from the Black album?
Actually, it's really nice. It's a grunt style shirt. It's weird.
Oh, really? Wow, there you go. Are you
Yeah.
military?
No. I was
No.
never brave enough to be.
Oh, well.
So it is what
But
it is.
I will tell you that does like the Black album from Metallica. Anybody would know. So
It really does.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was the same.
I thought it was.
Sorry.
I was like,
I can
we
go
got-
put up another one. That's probably more inappropriate if you'd like.
no. I
No.
don't see. I don't have to watch what shirts I wear too. It upsets David. So
Yeah, I don't know. Since I haven't tried either of the Woodenvilles yet, I have.
well, why don't you try the straight bourbon and let me know if you get that root beer taste as well. That is solid. I love the root beer taste at the end on the finish. It's like if you took a root beer and put it on an oak barrel that had just been charred. That's kind of what it tastes like. The
I
ending
didn't
of it.
get any root beer on that bottle. That's weird. I thought it was really good, but I didn't get any root beer on it.
Boy,
But
I did.
That's
I
a,
totally
that's a
did.
solid. It's a solid bottle.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it was just bought out by the by some Frenchman with the last name Hennessy that's not tied to the Hennessy liquor.
Cognac.
Yeah, he's actually tied to I should know this. I don't know why I don't, but some type of other distribution of like nice women's clothing and stuff like that. I don't remember. It's like Chanel, maybe. No, not Chanel, but it's
Oh,
one of those. Is there one that
okay.
starts with a V?
I'm
Dude,
out
I
of
believe
it.
you're.
I'm glad I'm asking the appropriate crowd here.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Louis Vuitton.
Oh, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's
Oh,
That's
Louis.
he's
Okay.
whoever
Might be in
this
there somewhere.
Hennessy person is. He owns. They were just bought out, and this was a really cool story. Two best friends paired with a farmer out in Washington State who provided their grain for them. All right, and so I don't remember what their mash bill is, but they were able to bottle approximately. They let it sit like and kept their jobs and all that for 5 years. And though they don't put the year on it, it's been advertised that everything's 5 years. And anyway, they were living off the rise, is what they were doing. They were living off the rise a little bit as residual income, and then they had approximately 2,800 barrels is what they were able to get on their first sale. So and then Bobby just told me mine was a single barrel, and I told him that it is a store pick, so it is from a specific barrel that was out of Atlanta, I believe, one
I
of his
just
family members.
I just saw a Woodinville port finish the other day.
Mm,
First time. I hadn't seen it. It was the first time I seen it. I might try that one.
that is solid, dude. I like that.
The Woodinville that I'm looking at online, the straight bourbon, 72% corn, 22 rye, 6 malted barley.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
it's good though. I will tell you. So anybody out there who's looking for something new to try, the downside to it is it's hard to find here in
For a
Tennessee.
reasonable price as well.
Yeah, I don't know what a reasonable price is. I know what I paid for it. I also know that my boy hooked me up with a different bottle that I didn't have to pay for. Uh, but I will tell you that it's actually at a nominal price point. However, its MSRP on it is I think $49, and it was just slightly above that. So,
Yeah, I
but
believe that's
that
what I paid
also,
for mine as well.
yeah, and so it's scarcity is the reason why I think it drives up the price. It's the same thing with like Rob can go to, for whatever reason, go to the K Rogers and pick up essentially a case of 107, $38 a bottle. And
Right.
I drive down here and my boy's going to hook me up, but it's still going to be quite expensive per bottle of 107 Weller down here. So it's crazy how whether it's the availability or not is there. Hey, speaking of good news, Blanton's. It looks
I
like the
saw.
release date is mid-November
Yeah.
of all of the specialty. So Bobby, you're watching. I know you are. You know what I want? I need straight from the barrel and I need go tops. So, and I'm a Blanton's dude. What's Miles say? Fanboy? I'm a fanboy.
That's fair. Yeah.
So Annie, what are you thinking about that double oak?
Well, again, not being a big oaky, smoky person, and I also had a couple slices of sharp cheddar cheese before I ate it, and I'm totally like getting charcuterie board off of it. Like smoked meats and, just smoky, oaky, and it's good. It's not overwhelming.
Yeah,
People,
do the crackers. You get
right?
try the crackers.
Oh, the trifecta. But I tried something, and everybody is probably gonna think I'm super crazy. I got a Wild Turkey Masters Keep 17-year bottled in bond, and was fortunate enough to get a sample of it before I cracked mine open, and I couldn't do it. I got the sample, and I was like, it's just like sucking on a oak wood chip. Like it was too much, and I found that's like I'm a sweeter person, I like the sweet, the caramels, the creme brulee, vanilla, like I'm not looking to the wood chips aren't my jam, so it's okay, but it's not gonna be in my like.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely pick up the heavier oaky of it, but I'm still getting some good sweetness on the end. I'm definitely getting that caramel maltiness to it. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's there.
I like smoky things, and I know here's one that's gonna set Jody off. I do like the Scotch as well.
It's not going to set me off. It's just
Got him.
all
Look
I'm
at him.
saying
He's
about.
triggered. Look at him.
I'm not triggered. I'm not, David.
The more you deny it,
You're
the more
trying
you
you're trying to
deny
make
it,
you're
the
trying to
more
make
you look
this
like
into
you're
a
triggered.
political
I'm just
thing.
saying.
I do not look like that crazy woman that was screaming. Uh,
Karen.
no. Anyway, but anyway, so no, it's not that. All I'm saying is that I've theorized that for people who are alcoholics, if you took away scotch, gin, vodka, for sure those, you wouldn't have any alcoholics. Um, because I can tell you what, I would not drink if you put those three out there and you put them out there and go, hey, or Jack Daniels, I've got that one. So you put all of those out there and you're like, hey, you got to pick one of these. I'd be like, you got sweet tea? I'll take some sweet tea. Water, I don't know, a bucket of mud. I don't care, but I'm not drinking the other stuff.
I
You know,
almost
dude.
went. I almost went Scotch for you, but I changed. I went with Jay Rieger. Stuff's delicious. I never
Ooh,
tried it. It
I
is
have never
awesome.
tried it. I have to give it
I've
give
never
Oh,
it
even
a
heard of
whirl.
that.
Is
yeah.
that
Dude.
is it Irish?
No, it's Kansas City.
Mm.
It's corn, malt, and rye with a little Oloroso sherry in it.
I love the sherries, and
Yeah, it's
anybody that's a
good.
fan of the show knows that. So,
That's
Yeah.
John, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. I mean, this is your first appearance on. We want to put you on the VIP in the background so you can chat with us through the week. So, we need to. I'll add you on there later. I can't do it right this second. 'Cause I got way too many things running. But you know, we are glad you're in the show, and you've been watching apparently for some time. So, tell us about you.
Well, born and raised in Jersey, moved to Colorado about 24 or so years ago. Been slowly getting into the liquors of of Kentucky and surrounding areas of bourbons and whatnot. Massed a pretty quick collection of large stuff. We have a handful of local distilleries here that are pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah, Breckenridge is out of there.
Stranahan's, yeah, Stranahan's, 80 Laws, Breckenridge, and then there's a handful of others. Deer Hammer, I think, is out of Colorado. There's 291, and a handful of others too.
Cool. I like Colorado. So,
Um,
what
I,
part of Colorado do you live in?
so I'm just southwest of Denver. So I'm probably about 20 minutes or so away from Denver itself.
Nice.
Closer to
I
the
like that.
mountains since you're southwest.
Yeah, actually, if I had a better facing view, I would show you some. Um, but yeah, we're definitely, so they have the Hogback, which is a
Hmm.
smaller, kind of shorter mountains. Then they have behind the Hogback is all the foothills, and then you go behind that, and that's all the 15s and 14s and 13s, what they call them. So there's a handful. I think there's 8 or so, like a 14ers, and people try to do them all in like one season, like climb them,
Hmm.
and it takes literally 12 hours to climb a 14er from. I don't know. I don't care because I don't do that. So
You're gonna fit in
yeah.
this group.
I mean, if I can't get there in my
Some
Jeep,
kind of
then I don't
crap.
I don't
Yeah,
get there. So
oh, we just lost
James.
James.
Yeah, well, it happens. I didn't push any buttons.
This
That's what
time.
you usually do, though.
Something,
J-
something,
I
something.
have done that in
Zuckerberg.
the after show. That's because David had control of it, and I thought, well, David's got control. Night, night.
Oh, the play on words. You push people's buttons.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't-
buttons. Gotcha.
He told on
Uh,
himself.
somebody screenshot
That's
that.
just how I say the word. Never mind. You totally blew past it. Never
Always
mind.
blow
We'll
past
talk
it.
about it later.
He told him.
You always blow past it.
taking away my spotlight.
There
I'm
he
still
is.
in the spotlight here. Hold on.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Let's get back.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get back to John.
Hold on, Wisconsin's
Um,
back.
so I've also started my own, I don't know, site. It's the Pour Spirit.
Hmm.
So you probably see some of my pours. I basically take new or new-ish bottles, do neck pours in slow motion, and then I
Ah,
post
that's
them.
cool.
Yeah, on Bourbon Nation, and then I'm just kind of starting out with that stuff. Also a clear ice kind of maker. I make my own clear ice.
Oh wow.
That is cool.
That's
I like.
cool.
I like
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's much better. It's so easy to do as well, and I actually have a freaking hugely.
Do you have one of those little big small pickaxes that you use to do it?
Not yet. I used the girlfriend's bread knife, and she's like, "You're gonna dull my knife. Don't use my knife." And I'm like, "Babe, it's just a bread knife. Nobody uses them anyway."
That's true. If there is a worthless knife, it is the bread knife.
It is,
You're
yeah.
using all
So
the other ones go down.
Hey,
pretty much.
you're talking.
And then
You got a couple of chefs. I love my bread
Yeah,
knife.
you just
Love my
pissed off
bread
two
knife.
guys in.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm just being honest. I personally know I have one, but I'm like, it's just stupid.
Useless.
Yeah.
It's a useless utensil.
Apparently, it's
Nah,
not from the two chefs, but I'm not a chef, so I just
Yeah.
and I want to be.
nah.
I want to learn that craft, but I'm not. So
And
so
listen,
I
doesn't.
will humbly apologize
and
for
listen,
for bashing the bread knife.
and
Sorry,
and
My girl-
sorry, Billy. My bad. Billy.
John's right. You do need a serrated bread knife when you're doing your clear ice after you take it out of the cooler, out of the freezer. You
Yeah.
slice it up. You do need the serrated knife, so it is not
Yeah,
useless.
for sure. And you got to be careful too. I'm gonna shave mine down because it doesn't fit in this glass here. So
All right, be careful now.
Yeah, we don't want any injuries on the show.
No
Yeah,
horror
yeah.
movie stuff tonight, man.
That's how you get
So-
excommunicated
we
from the
want to
show.
go viral, but not for that. All right.
right. So exactly.
We got pretty good ratings so far. I don't want to lose it or be on what's it called? American Fail Army Fail Army. That's what it's called. Fail
Full
Army.
army, yeah. So yeah, it's just basically I'll just take my knife and just shave it down because I make them a little bit bigger than the glass because I have a handful of different size glasses.
See?
And then so the other thing with the clear ice is you want it to sit at room temperature for a little bit, probably about 10 minutes before you actually really kind of pour anything onto it. Because it'll crack almost instantly as soon as you pour something on there. And there it goes, right into the glass.
Wow. You know the funniest thing? I just read an article
That's really cool.
2 days ago about jobs that we no longer have in America, and one was about the ice delivery folks. You know, they put the big blocks of ice on trucks and go house to house and deliver ice.
Yeah.
There's you can
My
find
father-in-law has one of those old ice. He has one of those old refrigerators that the top of it, like, was the block that goes in. Those things are cool.
Oh yeah.
You can find them. There's one in Pittsburgh, but they're really
You probably got one in that
the
cooler
only thing they're
behind you.
using block ice that big block ice for is for ice carving.
Yep. I did an ice carving probably about 3 weeks ago down at Cisco, and I was stuck in that freezer for about 4 hours doing it.
Woo.
And when Ready Ice brings that 300-pound block of ice, I literally have to let it sit outside for a good half hour, 45 minutes.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, you'll crack that son of a bitch really quick.
Yeah, if you take it right out of the freezer and go onto it, you'll crack it instantly. So yeah.
What's everybody else drinking tonight? I just heard Jody's. That was it. And
Well, if you'd have been here on time, you would have got
Annie.
through it.
I heard Jody and Annie.
Me and Annie are drinking the Woodford Double Oak.
Yeah, I heard Annie. Okay, you got Old Tub. Oh yeah, I bought a bottle of that. I haven't opened it.
Dude, that's solid. I love Old Tub.
It's like
And I like
20 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And I've got the rare breed.
Hey, Jody, you know what's funny? I was actually Jody, I was just about to buy a bottle of Woodenfield, and I got Wilderness instead.
Oh, Wilderness is good though.
I like
120 proof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
I figured I wouldn't do that
Woodinville
tonight because I had a
122.46.
Yeah. See, I had a couple pours a little early because it's Whiskey Wednesday. I didn't need another 120 proof. I'd be on here.
What cigar you got going? What cigar you got going tonight?
So I am actually smoking a cigarillo. It's called Blood Red Moon.
All right, I got the first time I ever had this one. I got the Diamond Crown Julius Caesar.
Oh, nice.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I like those. This is actually a hand-rolled cigarillo.
Oh, that's
long
cool.
filler leaves. Yes, it's actually really tasty. It's pretty good.
I got some
Nice.
Timberwolf long cut wintergreen.
Nice.
Jody, remind me to tell you about my first time doing wintergreen.
I
Kodiak.
can tell you about my first time. Kodiak was my
on a
first
ship.
time.
I did mine on the ship in the
I
North
bet
Atlantic.
you got sick.
That's a yes.
Dude, I was high as a kite. I was high as a kite on the boat.
Yes, like for real high. You know why don't you? Because
Oh
it has
yeah,
little shards of fiberglass in it.
I tried that.
I had no clue.
Probably
I
true.
tried that. What is it, Beechwood? What's that stuff that like?
Red
Real,
Man?
yeah, like
Oh,
that stuff. What this guy I was playing softball with? He goes, "Yeah, try this. It'll relax you while you're out playing in this tournament." Like, I, I went out to my
What?
position. I was playing shortstop, and I threw up.
Listen,
Yeah.
that guy wasn't really your friend.
No,
Was the guy on
Not
the
at
other team?
all. Not
Yeah, I
at
was
all.
gonna say the different
Oh.
team.
Yeah,
He
was he
had
on the
you
other
out in the
team?
hot. He had you out in the hot sun doing that.
Haven't
Yeah,
you ever
that's-
seen? Have you never seen Sandlot?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't do any
Sandlot?
of that. You don't do any of that and go play on something in the heat or spin around or any of that nonsense.
I
Yeah,
think a large majority of people puke the first time they chew. Just
I
as-
didn't, but I can tell you this: the very first time I chewed, I had just moved to this school here in Tennessee called Mount Juliet High School. Anyway,
Hmm.
and one of my buddies, we were skipping school, and he was like, and we all played baseball and stuff. And he was like, "Hey, you want to chew?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not? I'm gonna look cool in front of this girl that I was with him as well." And so I'm like, "Sure, I'll put a lip in," and I did. And we went to the movie theater. That's where we're at. The movie was getting ready to start, and I had put a chew in. And he was like, if you really want to make it good, he's a butthole. He's probably serving time in prison right now. Who knows? But anyway, he's like, if you really want to make it feel good, you need. There was nobody else at the movie theater. Because sprint up and down 2 times, from top to the bottom, top to bottom. I was like, sure, whatever, I can do
Of course
that.
you did it.
Yeah, of course. I will tell you this: I was laying on the floor in between the rolls while the movie was going because I couldn't get the room to stop spinning. I was like,
yeah.
oh my God. I was so stoned off of chewing tobacco. And it was Kodiak. And still to this
Yep.
day, I try to avoid Kodiak like the plague.
I
But I
had
do
You
have
no
a,
clue.
I do have a stop date. I will stop chewing on December 20th.
Do
Okay.
You
you
know,
chew,
Okay.
do you
Jody,
chew while you're drinking?
Yeah, I do everything while I drink.
Jody, there's a theme with you and products you no longer want to deal with. You had a bad experience with Jack Daniels. You had a bad experience
Yeah,
with
there was like
Kodiak.
10 years there of bad experiences with Jack Daniels.
Wonder why you're so anti-Jack. I mean,
Oh, dude,
it
that's
ruined
that's
it
that's an
ruined you
after story or after the
after
bar
live.
after the live show. That's a story for that time, not while we're live by any means.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
Definitely.
I got a
Inhibitions
question.
and bad react or bad actions is
Have any of you cigar smokers had the La Flor Dominicana Double Ajero, the 8-inch 60 ring gauge bugger?
it's like
No, but
Uh,
I knew a
I've had
woman
some
by
of
that
their
name
cigars.
once. She had like 4
Maybe.
last names.
like 3
I need
weeks
to see
ago,
the
I had
label.
it.
Rob, I'd have to see the label, but I want to say maybe.
That will get you stoned. If you don't eat before you smoke that cigar, it will get you stoned. And I've smoked a lot of cigars in my life.
And when he slows down to say it, he means it too.
Listen,
Yes.
that is probably one of the only cigars that if I'm having that cigar, I do not drink with it. I will have a bottle of water. I will not
Yeah.
drink that cigar.
See,
Some of those
when I
real
smoke a
strong
cigar,
ones.
I usually have a garden hose next to me so I can spray my mouth out after every draw.
See, maybe that was my mistake. Every time I smoke a cigar, I'm drinking scotch, and it's usually some like really peaty scotch, and
So you're
I
trying
had,
to add a fire to your mouth?
yeah, basically, I was like, maybe I'll
Like
explode.
I got
I don't
grass in
know.
here plus a
Yeah.
flame and
If I
and
go,
alcohol.
And I feel like garbage by the time I'm done with it every single time. Every
If I go
single
with-
time I smoke, I should like the last 15 minutes of smoking, I just need to not do it. But I'm like, I don't want to waste because that's how I was raised. Don't waste things. And so I finished it, and then I'm just ruined for the rest of the night. I'm like, I don't even want to drink now. Like I need to go like take a shower and get the smell off me and like drink a bunch of water and just like it's too much. Like I just can't do it. I got little pink bitch lungs, I guess, or
Well,
whatever.
that's how it is.
I just can't. But Jay gave me good advice. I think the last time I talked to him about it, about eating something sweet and how that kind of counteracts the nicotine or whatever's going on. Because I've got like a buzz I'm not enjoying very much from smoking the cigar. Like
Remember
And
that
if you
time
can't,
me and you were sharing that cigar in the and
that was still enough. Yeah,
yes, that's what I'm saying. You and I were sharing
splitting
it
it. It was okay.
because my my friend Matt had brought us some from Honduras. Is that where he got them from?
Probably.
think that
he had
I
went on a
didn't.
trip to Honduras and he brought us back some cigars, and we were sitting down because my bar is downstairs. Those who have been
We
here,
were hanging out in his garage, yeah.
and then we were drinking, and then we went outside to smoke.
Mm.
And I smoked a cigar, and I was like, man, I don't really want to smoke a cigar, but I don't want to. My buddy brought me these, so we're sitting outside, and it's me and David, and he's like, he gives us both one. He gives me a whole bag full of them, and he gives David one, and he's like, let's have one. I'm like, I look at David, I'm like, can we just share one? I mean, that should be fun, because neither one of us are going to smoke a whole cigar. But boy, I tell you what, he did. He smoked a whole cigar all by himself out there. We went inside and had 2 more drinks.
Billy's like, you guys.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
You shouldn't say this where it's being recorded. Like,
if you like smoky scotches, I go with like a light wrapper cigar because it'll blow you out if you go with like a dark like Maduro or something. You got like a Lagavulin. It's it's just palate wrecker. I go with like a Connecticut light wrapper or something.
Yeah, I did. The last one I had was an Ashton, and it was fairly light.
Okay,
it worked for me. Again, at the end, I should have just gave up on it, but like I did want to smoke with it, and that's usually where the mistake happens.
But now Annie is
let it go.
a pipe smoker.
Yes,
I came
she
across
is.
the road,
Really?
but you know what I mean. You like to smoke from a pipe. Damn, I don't know how to say that the right way.
Annie, get your gun.
Pipe tobacco. You gotta put tobacco in there. People are gonna think I'm on the crack.
Or in Colorado.
Or in Colorado, yeah, that's true. Or
Nobody
Washington
smokes
State.
weed out of pipes anymore though, because they all use that oil shit. They use vape pens or whatever. Like that's the thing in the past.
Oh, really? They don't smoke from a bowl anymore?
No, they use vape pens.
Actually, no, they dab. So they'll take the oils and they'll heat it in almost like a crack pipe and then smoke that. So it's much, much better, I'm sure.
Less THC.
I ain't trying to get that.
This conversation just got
Anyway,
way
back
off.
to tobacco smoking in a pipe.
Yeah.
We can circle back around.
Oh, I don't know.
So,
Andy, do you smoke cigars or no?
I do, yeah, occasionally, but I prefer pipe tobacco.
Nice.
there's a place right down
I
here.
get to choose how long I'm smoking it. I don't have to waste.
Yeah.
I'm not stuck with the same thing for a long time. You know.
I brought out
I'm too
something that I
ADD.
do because you can be 2 hours in with some of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Marco,
Churchill, yeah.
I have
I
don't
have a hard time just sitting for this podcast for an hour, let alone sitting.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. I do not have 2 hours of my time where I can sit and just.
But see, that's the thing about a cigar. You smoke the cigar when you have time.
Yeah.
That a lot of set of time is for you. And listen, Annie, I have a Meerschaum pipe, and I can tell you I've only used it twice. For me, pipe smoking seems to be a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Like I got off work. I don't want to work anymore. I want to sit back with a drink in my hand, a cigar, and be done with it.
Yeah, it takes practice, that's for sure. Like to get it packed just right, so you don't have to sit there and tap it. You know, like
as long as you pack the pipe right, you can smoke it as long as you're smoking a cigar. You gotta have it packed right.
Right, and the right type of pipe and the right type of tobacco. It's all like there's a lot of variables. So yeah, it takes effort to get into it, but
yeah,
I feel you. Like when I do have time to enjoy a cigar and like I'm with friends and we're drinking, we're sitting out on a deck or by a bonfire, and I just got time and I'm not going anywhere. We're listening to music. That's like one of the greatest.
Move the cellophane.
That's it.
I usually, if I have a 2-hour cigar, I usually sit outside with my wife and we play Yahtzee or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So I got a question.
Years.
I got a question for everybody. Does anybody like snacking on anything while they're having a drink? So yesterday, I made bourbon candy pecan halves, and I put a video up. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're glazed and yummy
Sounds
with
awesome.
bourbon and sugar, and they go great with any bourbon or any liquor you want. Does anybody else like a particular snack while they're having a drink?
Well, if you do that with peanuts and cashews, send me some.
You got it.
Real quick, did you say peanuts or
Cashews.
He said peanuts.
okay?
Peanut. Yep.
I think Jody just hears what he wants to hear.
Just
Yeah.
saying. That's what I
Damn,
heard.
Jody.
Man, one track, man. You just boom, right
All
to
the
one
time.
place, man, all the time.
But Billy, to answer your question, like something like a charcuterie board kind of thing, like you know, that's a little too hip or whatever for some folks.
No,
But
I'm
like
with you.
having the little
I'm with you
meats and the
too.
pickles and the cheeses and the mustard, to have that
Absolutely.
kind of stuff to snack on while you're having a nice glass of liquor, like that's
That's perfect.
Well,
that's
like what Annie was talking about earlier, I like to have cheeses and crackers and stuff like that if I'm going to. I mean, if I'm going to have anything to snack on, that's what I prefer.
Yeah, but that's
That's
gonna
true,
be on
you
your
had that at
charcuterie
your
board. You get the whole thing.
No,
You
no,
get
I'm with
sweet,
you. I was just
salty,
saying. I was just
tangy.
yeah. I was agreeing with you. I just don't like pickles, and
Okay.
No pickles?
no, don't do that.
you know,
There
Oh,
you go.
Like Billy, the smokehouse. I like the smokehouse almonds.
Yes.
Yes.
An omelet?
Absolutely.
Almonds.
Almonds.
Oh, I was going.
Almonds.
You have an omelet when you do this? Well, you drinking at like 5:30 in the morning?
So obviously we know who's the mature person in this whole podcast. You know who that is. Okay.
You know he's a Navy boy, so
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I've had a lot of loud sounds happen in my ears, and I unfortunately can't always hear perfectly. And so I'm trying to read lips, and like if Rob's talking, there might be a delay with it, and things of that nature.
Wow.
So it's not
I'll
from
drink to that.
no,
It's okay,
it's true
Rob.
from
I
last
love
week. I mean, not last week, but from Monday. It was
Monday.
like I totally me and Mal had the exact same song in head. That I believe or whatever it was by Cher. I did.
Believe,
No.
Yeah.
and who got that note?
believe.
Share.
Yeah,
all I
Mark,
care
get
is
it.
that all I care is Rob.
When are we doing? When are we doing karaoke barcast?
That would be
Oh,
cool.
Mike.
Ooh.
That's all I care. Rob can make a kick-ass pizza, which gives him an automatic pass to my house anytime he wants.
There you
And that
go.
was a hell of a pizza.
Hey, dude,
Easy.
House and make
I
pizza
can't really
anytime
do a
you
whole
want.
lot of anything, but I'm a absolute great house guest. So I've already got plans to come down there. So
All right. Well,
I'm just only
come
place
on
I
down.
can't go to is that one bar that you named called the.
Dirty Rabbit, baby.
Yeah, I can't go to Dirty Rabbit.
Dirty
That's
rabbit.
the dirty rabbit seems like the perfect place for Jody, in my opinion.
Listen.
No, that
You
sounds
know,
like that sounds like a nudie bar, and there's no way the wife's gonna be okay with that. She's gonna be like,
Dirty
first of
rabbit.
all, I don't even feel okay with that because I don't need. I mean,
But the question is, do they have rabbit hole there?
Oh, now go
They
rabbit,
do.
rabbit hole in there.
And you're like,
Yeah.
can I have some
Derringer
nature?
I
rabbit
feel like
hole
we're
is
going
solid.
down the rabbit hole
Yeah.
right now.
I love rabbit holes.
We're going on the wrong
Rabbits
hole,
are
that's for sure.
Good call, Annie.
I'm drinking to that.
What I love about this is that we have this large crew of people here today, and Annie's, which is going to be on the recorded version, which is online. You're right in the middle of all of this.
You
Like,
are surrounded by all the boys.
We're
Yeah.
like the Brady bunch
So many
of
more
Yeah.
drunks and
who was in the middle? Was it Cindy, or was it the old lady?
Alice.
Alice.
Alice was always in the middle.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, I don't remember the Brady Bunch all that well.
Marsha,
mean,
Marsha.
My age would remember me, so yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Dating
sorry.
myself.
Every time
You're
I
saving
hear
yourself. Is that what you said?
Dating myself.
Oh, see,
Dating.
again, I can't hear well. I'm sorry.
Perfect person to be the admin to a live broadcast.
Yeah.
It also
Can't
makes
hear.
it fun.
Yes.
Your Madonna microphone there is not working, huh?
But hey, you ought to see my boobs. They're on point.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
They have
First of all, that
different
comes
private
from
drinks for that.
it comes from the Madonna video, and she's got like this, and those are like.
Get it? That's why I gave you the
Literally
OG.
on
Thank
point.
you, Mark, for the eyes. I appreciate it.
And what are we talking about right now?
All right, so let's get John. Tell me, what do you like to snack on when you're having a drink? Anything in particular?
You know, I have such a weird, I don't want to say palate, because I don't really taste like, oh, there's cinnamon with a hint of orange. Like I don't taste all that. I taste fire, and then I taste smooth. That's
Okay.
pretty much where I'm at.
I love this guy.
And,
John, you can
Yeah.
come back anytime you want to.
all right, cool. As long as I pronunciate so you can read my lips.
Yes. Yes.
Um, so,
Can I
You
get
know,
one
it
of those
depends.
hand people to sit beside
Oh,
everybody?
A sign
no,
language
I've seen
interpreter.
the
Yeah, you
one that
need
Joe
an
Biden
interpreter.
uses, and
Did he?
I only need an interpreter when Mal is on here.
Did he just
Apparently
call him?
not.
no,
Did he just call him a hand people? I know we're in trouble now. Now we
Right?
got to edit what
That's what I said. I was
he
like,
How we're
shit.
gonna get zucked? Okay.
no.
Hey, Jody,
What?
we got to do like a weekend during football or something, noon start, so we can get Mal on here since he's in England or wherever he is. We got to do an early one.
That would be.
I
We
agree
should
with
do
that.
That should be a beer cast, and we'll drink beer. But
We can do
Ooh.
that because I
Oh.
like Guinness.
Dude,
We could
Ooh.
start off
Hey,
with
speaking of Mal, hey Mal, when you see this, this is on your way, man.
very nice.
But it's still in his house. It's not
No,
technically on the
it's
way.
in the package. It's been sealed. It's ready to go.
Well,
Oh, ye of little
There's a lot of
faith.
things in
Oh, I gotta
packages
say- well,
that's
I gotta
sealed.
say that
I'm
to
just
you.
saying.
Can I just tell you guys today, I really upset the postman because they had to come to my house today and pick up 122 boxes. When I tell you this guy was irate.
He was salty, huh?
He's getting ready
First
to
of all,
post.
you want to hear salty. So we order from this place called Boxed for our big. It's like online shopping for Costco. All right. And first of all, I highly recommend them. The only thing I don't is their boxes are they're not made for like an average sized person to pick up. They're made for somebody who's 6'7", and has like the arms of like a, I don't know, giraffe arms or gorilla arms or something like that. He can get all the way around the box. But anyway, every box is packed like to the max of multiple things. We have 3 boys, so we have to buy a lot of stuff in bulk. And these boxes, and I live up on a hill, so you have to walk up steps and like 3 sets of steps to get to my front door. And I have a sign on the downstairs door. It says, "Please take all packages to the front." So the UPS guy, I can see him. I look out my office window and I'm watching him. I'm like this, and, and he's carrying these boxes, and he is absolutely saying all of the naval words you can possibly think of. Uh, and then sometimes I'll wait till he's on the last one. I'm like, "Hey man, I'm ready. I'm here to help you." And he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, and all I want to say is, "Hey man, I was just looking out the window, and I seen everything you said, and none of it seemed good at all. As a matter of fact, I think you might have turned around and shot me a bird. I don't know, but I
you
think you
should
might
have.
have."
You should have gotten your ass out there and helped him. Jeez.
Negative. It's not my job.
Listen,
It's his job.
at
I
least-
love
at least
UPS people. My mother is a retired UPS person that been there for 30-something years, was on the board. I'm just saying, I think they got it great. They get to wear shorts and drive a brown truck. That is rock on. All right.
I have a
Listen,
similar story.
at least I helped the postal guy, and afterwards I made him lunch. After that, he
You
was
made
like,
him
"I'll
lunch?
be back next week."
There's no
That's
way
the
he's
right
mad
thing.
at you.
You don't
No,
just
he's
laugh
gonna
at
come-
him
I
in the
come pick up
window.
every day
100
now.
boxes at your house
Now he's
for
good.
you to cook lunch. Hell yeah!
But when he was sitting there
All about it.
scanning 122 boxes, I could see the look on his face. He was cussing me out left and right. I was like, "Yeah, I
And he's
know."
in Miami Heat too.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
But
will
listen,
this
I
sun
gave him
go
lunch.
away?
I gave him lunch. He sat in my garage. He ate his lunch, and he was like a little kid on the field trip. He was going at it. It was beautiful.
UPS.
That's how you do it right. He'll come
Yeah.
back happily.
The UPS guys out here have it rough. They don't end their day until about 8 at night.
Oh,
I get
wow.
packages. Yeah, they come up at 8 o'clock still.
Yeah, so does ours.
That's
Well,
rough.
Yeah, they
Out here in
run
the
this guy pretty
country,
ragged.
if they have to come here at 8, they'll just kick it out at the mailbox and make me go down there and get it. So that's the reason why I laugh at them when they do carry stuff up to the front porch. I mean, they've done it to me, and they probably laugh too. So it's fine. We're
I had an
equal
Amazon
opportunities.
delivery. It was a Bissell home, carpet cleaner, whatever. Not inexpensive. It was, it was probably about a year ago, so it was maybe $300-400 or so. And this little scrawny kid, Amazon guy, he comes in, and the box is huge. I mean, the box is probably maybe 5 feet wide, 2 by 2, and he comes in, and mind you, has anybody picked up a vacuum cleaner before? This is what this weighed. It weighed as much as basically vacuum cleaner. This kid comes walking up and just slams it down or drops it basically from waist height onto our patio or front area. He goes, and we have a Nest doorbell, so I saw all of this after the fact. He goes, "Damn, that was heavy." It just kind of slams it down and kind of walks away. I was like, what?
You're probably like, damn, it's broke.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I wanted to post. I posted it actually. I tried posting it on Amazon, but they removed it. Yeah, it was. I'm like, it weighs as much as a vacuum cleaner. I don't understand why. A, you can't lift that. B,
Yeah.
why you would slam that down, let it drop. I guess from 3 feet up. It was not his problem, I guess.
This was my front door. Let me see.
Your
Go
little
back.
thing popped up.
You're giving us all your messages now.
Yeah, I know, right? That was my
Take it.
front door, like 2:00 this afternoon. So the Amazon guys, like, I can't stand these people. Every day, it's like 4 or 5 packages every day.
That's my neighbors. My neighbors next door, they get one delivery every day at least. So they either get like Amazon, FedEx, or UPS. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4, but always at least once. And then they go on vacation. They're like, hey, can you grab our stuff while we're on vacation? I'm like, sure, yeah, I'll just put it in my garage, whatever. They had like a patio set delivered.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
like, are you
Just grab that
This
for
what-
me.
Like
Yeah.
that vacuum box, like times 10. And I'm like, it says like right on there, at least 2-man lift. And I'm like, trying to shove it down in my garage. I was like, you guys are assholes. And then they get home and they're just like, oh, thank you. I was like,
Hmm.
Listen, your neighbors don't
They
really
didn't
like
buy
you.
you
either.
like a bourbon or wine.
Yeah, they don't
or
really like you that
something?
much.
That's
I
what
just
it
think-
is.
no, they're very nice. I just think they're kind of like oblivious. I don't know.
They hate my house. They're all afraid of my dogs, so they just leave the packages out by the street.
My dogs weigh a combined weight of 35 pounds, so they're not too terribly upset with my dogs.
Yeah, mine's on the electric fence, so he can only go so far, but then he goes right to the edge, and then they just kind of leave it out beyond him. He hates
It's a
delivery
wise
guys.
plan. It's a wise plan.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
My girlfriend, back when we were in like pandemic height of scarcity of supplies and things like that, she would order toilet paper, like big, like giant packages of toilet paper, like whatever the biggest you could order at once, and have them delivered, and just leave it on the front porch. And she said she was doing it so she could flex on the neighbors, be like, "Ooh, you want this? You got that TP."
Well, I mean,
yeah, when it
having a
first
clean
happened,
bum is a big deal.
Yes.
When it first happened, there was just like, you go to the store and there was like nothing on that aisle.
Well, they're
It was
still like
gone.
that here
Yeah.
in Tennessee.
It's still like that here too.
Yeah.
Not here. We're back to normal on supplies.
Yeah,
now.
same thing here in Miami. It's back to normal now.
And we
It
went down
depends
to
on what you want.
emergency
If you
rations.
want like Brawny and Bounty, that stuff's not around here. But if you want that cheap single ply, Kroger stuff,
That's scratch.
that's
They had
all
those.
about.
It was like emergency rations of toilet paper. It was a little 4-pack, and they were tiny single ply. They were like as big as my fist, like one of the rolls.
Sandpaper.
Dude,
Yeah.
my wife and I
I'm
went
like,
to
you know what? You're gonna do what you gotta do. Like,
my wife and I went to Costco's last week, and we're picking up meats and stuff like that. And I have a big freezer, and I want to put dead carcasses in it all the time. And she's like, so she goes, the only rule we have other than having to wear a mask in here is you don't need any more toilet paper. I'm like, but they got it like by the 60 rolls. We can get 2 of them. That's 120 rolls. She's like, Jody, we already have over 500 rolls in this house. We have 3 closets. You move Christmas stuff out and put it someplace else so you can put toilet paper in here. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to be out of several things for during the quarantine. I don't want to be out of toilet paper. I think that's important. Paper towels, I think that's important. That goes hand in hand. Not really. Hand in tushy.
that's what I would stock up on.
Yeah, and then
Stuff was really stupid.
ammunition and then rum, not rum, but bourbon or alcohol.
I
Of some sort.
thought you were gonna say ramen.
Well, we have that too because we have 3 teenage boys. So we have plenty of that as well. And then meats and then coffee. Got to have coffee too.
Oh yeah.
So
Listen, you live in suburbia when you flex on your neighbors with toilet paper.
It's
That's
total
true. That's so
suburbia.
true.
Like,
It's
it-
so true.
if you
Because in the
guys
city, they would come and take it.
if you guys ever watched Weeds, anybody remember
Weeds?
the show, the HBO show Weeds?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so whatever you think about the actual plot of the show or whatever, but like when they started the show, the little opening credits and it's like the little ticky tacky houses and all look just the same. Like that song goes, like that's literally where I live. Like that's exactly what it looks like.
That was a good show. That was
It's
a good
nice
show.
house. Don't get me wrong. Like I love it here, but
Loved
like
it.
the neighborhood looks exactly like that. Like all the houses are identical. All these little subdivisions named after baseball players, and it's all just very
Cookie cutter.
You live on
Very
Sammy
cookie
Sosa
cutter.
Street?
Yeah.
no Clemente way.
Oh, I thought it was White Out.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Roberto.
what color's your house?
Roberto Clemente. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Roberto.
So listen.
Who did he play for?
So-
Does anybody know other than Rob?
Well,
I know,
but I
Pirates.
won't give it away.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played for the Pirates. Absolutely.
So listen, I had the day off, so I got a question for you guys. On your days off, what's the earliest would you guys have a drink?
What time do
I
I
ain't
wake
gonna lie.
up?
I ain't gonna lie. I had to
Good
eat.
answer.
I made
Good
a nice
answer.
big breakfast, and 9:30 this morning I was having a drink. I'm not gonna even lie.
If I'm on vacation, like when I'm down at the beach
Yeah.
house, my mother actually said something about it. She was like, Jody, the boys are not even up yet. I'm like, well, I'm just preparing for when they get up. Somebody has to be a
Ahead of the
lifeguard. And so she's like, but it's like 10. I'm like, yeah, and they're not up yet. So I mean, which one's worse, you know? So I'm like, I get what you're saying,
There's never
but I'm
a
on
bad time
vacation,
for a
and
Bloody
I'm
Mary.
gonna have. Now I will tell you that beach drinking is a little bit different. I still drink it with just on ice, and I put it in one of those awesome like cooler
Yetis.
cups. Yeah, it's like a Yeti cup that I use. It looks like it looks almost like this, but about 3 times the size. It's bigger, like a wine thing maybe, but it keeps it freaking cold. I'll fill that up, go down the beach, sit down there for an hour or two, boom, come back, or I'll take the bottle with me, fill it up while I'm down there because it keeps the ice nice and cold. You know, it is what it is. I tell you, I will, when I'm on vacation, no earlier than 9, but maybe sometimes not 9, but most of the time it's about 10 o'clock.
When I'm on vacation, it's different on vacation for me too. Like it's way earlier, but like on a work day, normal, it's about 5 o'clock.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
On a
So
normal
does
day, for
So-
me, I just have it right before I go to bed, or
So
if
does
I'm doing a
Bailey's count?
podcast. Does what?
Right? Does Bailey's count? Well, I mean, what are we talking about drinking? Are we just talking about bourbon? We talking about mimosas? We talking about bloodies? Like, there's so many options.
Yes,
I'm talking. I'm talking
That's a very
alcohol.
good
period.
point.
Because I put
Alcoholic
Bailey's in my coffee. Now, a couple days ago, I
Bourbon
put
cream.
Bailey's in my coffee, but I put a cap full of the Buffalo Trace kosher rye recipe.
Nice.
It
I
went
tell you
well
what-
with the Bailey's and
I
coffee.
tell you what's good is that that Dubliner. It's like a cheap Irish whiskey. It's actually not bad. It's like $20. You put that in your coffee with the Bailey's. It kind of spikes it up a little. Try that Dubliner. It gives it a little extra proof.
I agree with you on the Irish whiskeys. Both Yellow Spot, Green Spot, and Middleton's in your coffee is absolutely on fire. I think it's awesome.
They are. I like
Put
the
that
Lauer.
instead of
I wouldn't
creamer,
wanna
and it's
put that in
healthier
my
too.
coffee though. Like,
Nice.
Actually,
I'm
All
like,
right,
just
Rob,
drink it by
Andy.
itself. Drink it by itself.
What's the earliest you guys will have an alcoholic beverage?
Oh, as soon as I wake up. Like that's
7
not.
a.m.
That's not because
If the coffee's brewed,
if we're talking about Bloody Marys or something like that, I don't really drink mimosas so much,
yeah.
but like it's not that I wouldn't, but like
Any
I really
alcoholic
like
beverage.
Bloody Marys. So
Oh,
like I
definitely
will
Bloody
wake up
Mary.
and have a Bloody Mary, but like if
Yeah.
I'm
especially if I'm hungover, the first thing I want to do is have a Bloody Mary. I'm
hell
like,
yeah,
shit,
hell yeah.
get in my body.
That's right.
And Skippy.
But really about lunchtime, that's when it's time for beer or liquor.
Yeah. What about you, John?
so I gotta, I gotta show you.
You
guys
know
a
the
couple
story's
of
gonna be
things.
good when he starts laughing first.
Well, he was laughing and he's walking around, spinning us
Right.
around like we're in a
Camera
video.
was moving.
Yeah, well, I had to go get some stuff. So I'm gonna flip my camera around and show you a couple of things that I got here.
Uh-oh.
Because so we have this here, rum chata creamer.
Oh, I love rumchata.
I've never seen that before, but okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Is
So
that
Same.
actually alcoholic?
they
Oh,
got
yeah.
real rum
That's what
chata
that is.
inside. So
Well, no,
I've had those, yeah. So they
Rumchata
just
is, but
make
like-
it so you can put it in your purse.
yeah.
Oh,
that's the
Really?
question. Though,
Oh,
like,
it's a
is it
creamer,
And
yeah.
there's
flavored
this.
like it's
all right,
Yep.
and I've never
rumchata, or
seen
is
that
it
before.
rumchata?
And then I got this one here.
So few.
So the
I
fuel.
just bought.
Cut.
I just bought a few yesterday. The Italian. I bought the few Italian wine finish. Which one's that?
This
What
one's a
color is
cold
the
cut.
label?
So this one's got cold brew coffee in it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They have
Oh,
some
And I
neat
cracked.
stuff.
cracked
Jameson
that one
does that
open
too.
early on Sunday,
He was-
and my girlfriend comes down, and we're getting ready. What are we doing? I don't remember what we're doing. We're getting ready to do something on Sunday morning, and she's like, "Are you drinking already?" I'm like, "It's just one drink. It's coffee. It's coffee. I swear to God, it's coffee. It says coffee. It's cold brew right in the bottle." Fine.
It's the same as Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like Starbucks, yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Jameson's cold brew.
Yeah,
80,
yeah.
80
Hey.
proof, 80 proof cold brew.
Hey, for Starbucks prices, you might as well get a little fucked up.
That's
Yeah.
true. I can't believe we agree.
So I might get kicked out of the group for this one, but am I the only one in this group who doesn't drink coffee?
Yes.
Wow, I can't believe you said that out loud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
Hey, I'm ex-military.
Wait,
Hey,
you're a chef, man. You don't drink coffee?
Listen, you know what gets me going in the morning? Pineapple juice. I don't know why, but pineapple or orange juice. And listen, I grew up in a house with my grandmother. God bless her. I'm gonna age myself a little bit. But who remembers the Sanka coffee that came in the aluminum can?
Yeah.
the
Oh,
remember
orange.
that.
Big
Yeah.
and that big around. I swear to God, my grandmother had like 80 of them in her house. She like
She was
refused
preparing
to
for
run
the
out of coffee.
pandemic.
And I
Hey,
was
some
like,
of them probably had money in them, so
yeah, I'm
And-
sure.
And chicken
But-
grease.
Yeah, that's actually where you put your
Grease?
bacon grease. Your bacon
The
grease.
bacon
Yes.
grease, wait, the bacon grease was on the back of the stove, and I have my own. It's not in the can, but I have my own bacon grease.
Do you keep it in the refrigerator? Because I keep mine in the refrigerator. Should I keep it in the refrigerator?
No,
No,
No.
you don't need to.
no,
No, don't do that. Okay,
Bacon-
I
no.
will take it out this evening.
Yeah, leave it out. Absolutely. So I can tell you right now. Here we are, the second day into September, and I've had exactly 2 cups of coffee this year. 2.
Wow.
I had 2 this morning.
I'm with Mark. I was just getting ready to say the same thing. I had 2 this morning as well.
actually,
I'll probably,
I can't even
Billy,
push
I
start
espresso
on
this
Jody
morning.
until I have a cup of coffee.
Right.
yeah.
I drink decaf, Billy, so you're not alone.
No,
Yeah.
I'm with you too. I started drinking decaf because
I
I've
go
got
with
really
the
bad
decaf.
anxiety,
I
so
cannot
I
do
don't
it.
drink caffeinated anymore.
I have
Same for
anxiety
me.
too, but I like to see the things that show up in my head in person. So.
Yeah, I'm a,
But
Oh, wait, I
need,
can face
still
my
need my
demons.
decaf. I think it's like a mental thing. Like
That's
I
the
still
only way I
need
can
to have
face my
that hot
demons.
cup of coffee.
Sanka.
You know, and
Get you some Sanka, you'll be okay.
Listen,
My wife was
listen.
like, "Hey, are you who are you talking to?" I'm like, hey, "My dad's sitting across the table from me." She's like, "Oh, okay. I'll make a cup of coffee," and she walked away. He's been dead for a few years now. But anyways,
worse things have happened.
Yeah.
Hey, Jody, question for you: is there going to be a holiday episode, or are we off next Monday?
that's a good question. We're in the last final 3 minutes of our show tonight. I am down with doing a show on Monday, to be honest with you, if you guys are.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like I didn't even really know it was holiday. I actually had some of my students tell me about it today. They were like, "Hey, we meet on Monday," and I'm like, "Sure." And they're like, "It's a holiday." I'm like, "No, we're not." So that's how I found out. So
I'll be right here in the hotel room on Monday.
yeah, with Shitty right behind you.
Shady right behind me.
Yeah.
Cooler.
Yeah, we're trying to get their sponsorship because they have kind of a similar story
you
than
and
us.
SC over there. Yeah.
Yep.
Rob, all you need is like
will not be
some,
here Monday. I think I'm doing like a fantasy draft because maybe that's a thing this year. I don't even know.
I have one
I'm
on
supposed
Friday
to be doing it
night.
with my coworker.
Okay. So
Monday, like right when we do the show normally. So
real quick, guys, if I can have everybody's attention for a moment,
Uh-oh.
all like
Sure.
listeners and people watching. So we're doing our first giveaway. So what I'm going to be doing, along with the
Looks
Whiskey
like you're giving
Rebellion,
that bottle head. You need to move your face or the bottle.
again, the mature one in the
Oh,
group.
yeah.
Drink
only
it.
your
I'm
mind
gonna
went
drink
there,
it tonight.
Jody. I just
What?
want to point that out.
So
What?
Nobody else thought that but you.
I
In any
did. I
case-
mean, like, come
I know
on,
you
man.
did.
If I was sitting
I'm
here, I
saying
was
you're the
talking
only
like this.
one.
I was like, "Hey, so
I saw 3 bottles of whiskey and I was interested in what he had to say. And you're thinking about fellatio. I'm just pointing it out.
Hold on, what?
don't use those Italian words on me."
What was that? What
Yeah,
was
you
that?
can't read your lips when you say that.
What was that?
today to join the
See,
podcast, huh?
this is why we're gonna end up on cable channel because this is exactly why.
We can't
We're
even give
gonna end
away
up
with.
on
We can't even
cable.
give away something.
I know. Okay, so
Only.com.
listen,
Can we
check
please
it out,
let
guys.
Mr. Preach
I'm
talk?
really not sure what that was, but
Everybody out
Hey,
there
all
in
right, calm down. Let's get back to Billy. Let's get back
Yeah.
to Billy.
everybody out.
Billy,
Let me move this so Jody can contain himself.
I can't. I'll be able to contain myself. I got my hands behind my back.
Everybody out there, we're gonna be doing our first giveaway. So what we're gonna be giving away, we're gonna be giving away 3 bottles and the mystery bottle, plus my soon to be ready to sell barbecue sauce, 3 of them. So the bottles we're gonna be giving away Knob Creek. We're gonna be giving away a bottle of Eagle Rare and a bottle of Buffalo Trace. So here's the deal. If you want to get in on the giveaway, and remember this, you're not going to pay for shipping or anything. This whole thing doesn't cost you any money or nothing. All you have to simply do is go to the Whiskey Rebellion's YouTube page. You got to like the page, you got to subscribe to the page, comment, and share. That's all you have to do. And the same thing with my page. Be good to yourself.
It's important.
Subscribe.
It's important. It's 2 parts there. It's important.
Yes.
And
Gotta do
by the way, real quick on the mystery bottle. You guys have seen some stuff I drink, and I'm purchasing the whiskey bottle, the mystery bottle. So just saying, could be something
so
good.
it could be like, yeah, it could be Sweetens Cove then.
Yeah, it could be. And I have hookups,
Mystery
so
bottle.
it could be.
Or it
Could
could
be
be the
something you want.
crappy one that he keeps underneath the shelf.
It could be that too. And he pointed out a very good possibility.
This
It's a
is
chance
Jim
you
Beam you don't
take.
drink.
But listen, guys, what we're aiming to do here is a couple of things. One, drink responsibly, like our host always tell us to do. You know, we need you guys to do that. But we want to share our love for bourbon and food and cigars.
Fellowship.
Yes. You know, we get a wealth of knowledge from each other. So we just want to reach out to you guys and give a little bit back sometimes, you know? So from us to you guys out there on social media world, again, the Risky Rebellion, be good to yourself. Go to the YouTube pages, subscribe, comment, share. That's
Cheers.
all you have to do. It doesn't cost you anything. The bottles will be delivered to your door. The barbecue sauce will come to your door. You do not pay shipping. You're not obligated for anything. Just enjoy it. That's all you have to do.
sounds good.
Thank you,
Cannot beat a
Billy.
pitch like that. Absolutely.
Billy.
Actually, I don't have anything to say other than, hey, look, guys, that's the show tonight, and that's a wrap. And Billy, awesome, awesome, awesome job there. And if anybody needs
Nice
to
job,
know,
Billy.
how great his barbecue sauce is, I got a sample of it. I'm gonna tell you what. There's only one place that would even remotely come close to it, and that is a local place here locally. Kind of hence the term local, I guess. But anyway, the but anyway, it is. It's called Jack of Hearts. Jack of Hearts. Their barbecue sauce is on fire. However, I will tell you, mean this with the bottom of my heart, not just because he's a friend, because I mean it. And I would tell him, we've talked offline. If his barbecue sauce was not in the top, I would tell him that, hey, look, Jack Heart's still better. Jack Heart's is up there, but now Billy sauce is right here. And I think it's called, hey, what's it called? Cafe what?
Cafe 305's original barbecue sauce.
Yep. And it's going to be available soon for purchase, but you guys can get on the inside and get that sauce soon. And remember, we're giving away 3 bottles. I think that you got to like the page, got to like the YouTube accounts for both Be Good to Yourself and also the Whiskey Rebellion. You got to like those. You got to comment. You got to say some great things about me, and then some horrible things about David. But
Please do. Please do.
I'm just playing.
More.
I'm just playing. You say whatever you want to. But anyway, this is always fun. We always enjoyed ourselves. But there is a 12-second delay. So when I say bye, we're all going to be sitting here like this. And if that's what we're doing, Mao is happy. And Mao is the person I'm always trying to impress the most. So with that being said, you guys be safe, be careful, don't drink and drive. Always drink responsible. Never drink more than you should. And cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
You know I gotta say something, right? And you stay classy, San Diego.